Hey folks, it's Tony here from Rebel Financial. So thanks for joining us again for this video. I am going to talk about all things credit scores, what goes into it, how to improve it, and anything about that. So as always, the housekeeping stuff here. If you like the video, hit the like button below or subscribe to this. Also, we put together a good monthly newsletter, so you can subscribe to that below as well. So I hope you take an interest in that. So let me start off by saying, what credit scores look like. So a great source for a lot of things finance is NerdWallet, and I'm going to start with their little graph here. And you can see where this goes. And excellent is above 720, good above 690, and then 630 for fair. So obviously you want to have your score as high as possible. I like pointing this out to people because excellent is where you want to be. Good is okay, fair is okay, but these will hurt you compared to this. So whatever you can do to get to that area, do so. When you need that credit for a mortgage or a car purchase, that is when you want to be talking to somebody who is potentially going to give you the loan, to be checking on your credit score if you don't already know it, which you should, and get their input on how best you can improve your credit score. How to track your credit score, there's three reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So you can go to those three. You can also go to Annual Credit Report. Am I saying that right? Annualcreditreport.com. You should be able to get one report annually for free from each of the agencies. Beyond that, they may charge you, but that's a good way to track it. I also look at Credit Karma, and you also have, your credit cards and things. They kind of report sort of the same way as Credit Karma. But I am told, while the trends are really pretty good, the numbers may be a little behind. So you just want to be cognizant of that, okay? So keep that in mind. So anyway, that's a little bit about the credit score and how you should be thinking about it. Next, I want to jump to what makes up the credit score. Okay, so I'm using Experian, no reason other than I like the graph that they do. So number one would be payment history, followed by closely, and many of them have the same amounts that you owe and utilization, which we'll get into. And then credit history, when you first started getting different credit. New credit, so that can have an impact, so you want to be cognizant of that. And of course, credit mix. You want to have a variety of things, only 10%, but still, when you're trying to raise your score to excellent, those things come into play. So let me start with payment history. You need to pay your bills on time. You need to do it within 30 days so that, don't be past 30 days late. Try to be on time for other reasons like paying interest and things like that. But you do not want to go past 30 days. Certainly to have a blip now and then is not good. It'll leave a good major part of the credit report after 24 months. But still, that's 2 years away. It's a long time. Also, don't let it get to 60, 90 days. Figure out a solution, but that is going to hurt your credit if you get to that. So pay your bills on time and you will see your credit score rise, even month by month once you've been doing that. Amounts owed. So this is what confuses people. The big number that matters here, well, they're in conjunction, but you want to look at your utilization. What I mean by that is, let's say you have $10,000 in credit cards available to you. It's a high number, but it's easy, so I'm going to work with that. They care a lot about, number one, how much you have, but also how much of that you're using. So you want to try to be below 30%. 30%, in this case, obviously $3,000, even below that. Sometimes zero can have not the same great effect because then it looks like you're not using it. But you want to be cognizant of where that utilization is. You could have two credit cards, 5,000 each, and if one's at, 2,500 and one's at 1,000, you want to balance that utilization out. Okay, the bigger thing is the overall numbers, but still per card, you want to watch that utilization. So be careful of that. Another aspect of that is the fact that if you are going to get credit, you could be paying off your credit card like monthly, because sometimes the credit, Murphy's Law, it'll get reported just as you were needing credit, and it will be reported on the highest balance of the month. So you want to keep the balance down throughout the month, especially as you're getting close to needing that credit. Okay. So that's a little bit about doing this. I want to, aside from the mortgages and the cars, when you go to get your cell phone or insurances or utility bills even, you may be paying more in some instances because you're more of a credit risk. So there's a lot of areas where you're just not going to get just as good a treatment because you have made a mistake of not worrying about your credit score. It matters. Keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't get too high. So as always, this video here was developed because we've had some comments and requests for something along that. So we are responsive. So if you have anything to say, please put that comment in. And again, reach out to us if you need anything. Okay. Thanks and take care.